We're always looking for a relationship that is built on mutual respect and trust. We expect protection, support, and attention from our partner. There are bad periods in any relationships, but if you're constantly experiencing discomfort, guilt, your self-esteem gets worse, maybe your relationship is toxic. Abusive relationship doesn't happen overnight. And today we'll tell you about some red flags. If you recognize any of the following warning signs of the abusive relationship, it's time to get out before you wind up stuck in an unhealthy circle that's hard to break out of. Then welcome to Idealization. Number 1. Idealization of a partner. At the beginning of the relationship, we all go through a honeymoon phase. We are gifted with compliments, gifts, and put on a pedestal. We feel like we are the best at everything, always try to conform to the words of our partner. Over time, person becomes a victim of this image, since it's simply impossible to be the best and perfect all the time. Person begins to experience anxiety, guilt, and fear that his partner will leave him alone. We are trying hard to meet the expectations of the partner, not finding approval, and try even harder, and then disappointed in ourselves, and our self-esteem falls. Person is caught in a kind of trap from which is difficult to get out, but possible. Number 2. Gaslighting is the abuser's weapon. Abusers are prone to substitute reality. They change the details of events and distort the facts, suggesting to their partner that they have misremembered or even invented the situation. The abuser is categorical in his judgments and denies those things in every way, even if there is evidence. This is done in order to make the partner doubt his rightness and the adequacy of his perception of reality and cause distrust in other people. The abuser strives for dominance by suppressing his partner's will, and the abuser's manipulation is so sure that the partner accepts his version of events. Number 3. The double standard. If your partner sets you certain limits and prohibitions, imposes a particular model of behavior, but at the same time acts exactly the opposite or allows himself to do what you are forbidden to do, welcome to toxic relationship. In the abuser's mind, he is free to do what he wants and is not limited in any way. He can promise you mountains and reach for the stars from the sky, but as is usually the case, he doesn't keep his promises. But he will demand from you the fulfillment of agreements, even at the cost of your interests. The abuser hides his true face in society. He can be the soul of the company until you are alone with him. Number 4. Unequal exchange of resources. The abuser never thinks about his partner's desires and preferences. That is, his partner is devalued and feelings go unnoticed. Such relationship can be called parasitic. One person invests his soul, time, emotional resource and finances, and the other acts as a consumer, given nothing in return. It turns out that all actions are aimed at satisfying the needs of the abuser. This leads that second person to doubt himself and to believe that his emotions and hobbies mean nothing. Because of this self-doubt, the person thinks that no one will need him except the abuser, and begins to be grateful to abuser for not abandoning him. Number 5. Lack of personal space. Agree, it's look very pretty when your partner is constantly interested in what you are doing, how your day is going, and who you talk today. Calling 20 times a day, texting over and over on social media seems like caring. But this is how the abuser tests how far you will let him into your life. Unnoticed by you, he begins to control your life, and this control can affect any area. Your appearance, clothes, social environment, and your finances. The abuser cuts you off from your social life so that you have no opportunities to leave him. doesn't allow you to make your own decision, and all this is done under the mask of caring. Number 6. Relationships are like swings. Abusive relationships are like a roller coaster, with constant swings up and down. At first, there is love and harmony. The abuser surrounds partner with care and positive emotions, tries to win a person's attention, lures him into his net, and at the moment when the partner's on the hook, the relationship changes by 180 degrees, and a period of aggression or ignoring comes. What triggers the change is difficult to predict. The person begins to look for the reason for this behavior in himself. Such changes in relationship happen an infinite number of times. The person is constantly waiting for moments of enlightenment and becoming dependent on the abuser's mood. The abuser in turn feels his superiority and he plays on the partner's feelings. Number 7. Shifting responsibility. The abuser never takes responsibility for his actions and deeds. He will seek to blame you for his inadequate behavior. He will argue that you provoked him and forced him to do this act. By shifting responsibility to his partner, the abuser seeks to increase guilt. The person is always digging into himself. Sometimes the abuser gets to the point of absurdity so much that his partner ends up feeling guilty already from just existing. If you don't feel happy, constantly depressed and in emotional pain, run away from such relationship right now. Don't get your hopes up that your partner will change for the better. Abuser doesn't change, he just put on mask. Have you ever been in the abusive relationship? Share your experiences with us. Thank you for watching.